Hey there, my name is Frederick. I am 24 years old. I am from Denmark, but I currently live in Dubai. And over the last 12 months, my businesses has done combined more than 660k US dollars in revenue. This video is going to be completely raw. It's just me mind dumping my thoughts and my top learnings, and hopefully how you can do the same thing here in 2024. Okay, so it's completely raw. I'm just going to go through this document that I've basically just like mind dumped my entire 2023 down to, and hopefully you'll learn something. There's not going to be any fancy editing. It's just going to be me telling you exactly how we did over actually seven figures in bank transfers, also PayPal and contracted revenue, such as payment plans, deals, etc. But cash collected is, of course, the thing that you're interested in, so there's no clickbait around here. A little bit about myself. I run a coaching program called Short Form Society, where I teach other people how I run my growth stack agency for info products. Some people call it an IPGA, but I prefer growth partner. And also, I have ownership in a high ticket creative agency that makes the quality of videos that you see on my Instagram profile. I wrapped off year 2023 with 12 full-time employees, and my businesses they run with around 50% profit margin, sorry, which I split with my partner Jeppe. So you do the math on how much money I make. And here is our simple invoices account for proof. As you can see, last 12 months, a lot of dollars, huh? Month to date, I'm currently recording this middle of January, so we're on track to doing 100k cash collected, which is what we are aiming for to do consistently in 2024. So I wanted to make this video to hopefully inspire and teach you to take the leap of faith and start your own online business, because obviously you will not go out and make 660k next year. Like, hey, I started out 2 years ago, and my first year wasn't half as good as the year that I just had. So before diving into how I did it, I'm just shamelessly plugging my coaching program. I am allowed to do that. This is my YouTube channel. So I'm shamelessly plugging my coaching program, Short Form Society. I actually guarantee you a monthly income of $5,000 within 6 months of working with me. And if you're not doing $5,000 a month within the time frame, well, then you get a full refund, and I'll wire transfer you 5K for wasting your time with my shitty program. And hey, you must go through an interview. There's a link in my bio here on YouTube to book in with my team. I cannot bet my own money on everyone, okay? You have to be qualified. Don't worry, we work with complete beginners as long as you just have the right mindset, the right work ethic, and the right reasons why you actually want to start a business. Well, then you're probably a great candidate. And we'll actually get into that in terms of people, what to look for, qualities, and maybe you're actually one of them. And hey, this video is brutally honest, and only 10% of you will probably watch this thing to the end. But the 10% of you that actually ends up watching the video till the end, you'll basically have all the knowledge that you need in order to do the same thing. And hey, please watch it till the end. It's called focus. You should train it, by the way. It's pretty important in this world. So here are the key things that you need in order to actually duplicate the things that I've done. So I boiled down the most essential thing about all of my businesses combined, and I ended up with this: a service that people want to pay for. Okay, you can have everything else in the world. As I say here, like, it sounds extremely boring and basic, but it's literally the backbone of your business. A great product and service is the most scalable thing in the world. There will never be saturation or competition. And people be out there saying SMMA is dead, it's saturated. If you just have a great service, a great offer that solves a major problem, you will make a lot of money online. Very simple. And hey, if you don't have a good service, then you can be the best salesman in the world. Doesn't matter, you'll lose the client next month. You can have all the meetings in the world, but you can't convince anyone to invest into your service because it's not good. And you can do all the outreach in the world. It doesn't really matter. People don't want to jump on calls with you because the service isn't good. And hey, that is pretty ballsy, but like, hey, the follow up question to this statement is, of course, what is a service that people want to pay for? Well, I boiled this down, and let me just say it like this: people pay for things they find valuable. They justify the price with what they have to pay for it, with the outcome that they get from paying X amount of dollars. Just like you, when you're shopping a t shirt, you look at the t shirt and then you justify, is this t shirt worth $100? If yes, then you buy it and then you get the value that you paid for. Okay, so typically in online business, so bear in mind, Growth Stack Agency, my coaching business, and my high ticket creative agency, this is the chain that I see. There's a current situation, and people want to go to their desired situation. The only problem is that going from your current situation to your desired situation, it is extremely painful. It takes a lot of hard work. People usually don't know how to get there, and people usually don't have the time to go there. So what people do is that they pay money to remove the pain that I just mentioned, to get to the desired situation either way. I know a lot of information. Let me give you an example. So, for example, inside of my coaching business, the current situation that all of the people have that applies for my coaching program is that they have no online business. They maybe have an online business that isn't going that well. They're studying or working full time and they're not satisfied. The desired situation is that they want to make a full time income from their own online business. Their pain is that it is very hard because they have no idea where to start, what service to provide, how to sell, how to find clients, how to send invoices. They have 1,000 questions. The question just keeps on coming, and that is what is keeping them back from starting. That is their pain. So, what I solved is that what if they could pay me to learn everything that I did and follow the proven roadmap that I have used and 200 students? And the pain that I saw with most people, the objection that they had is that what if I don't get a return on investment of the investment that I make into your coaching program, Frederick? Well, that is why we made the guarantee of of actually guaranteeing your desired outcome, which is a full-time online business, which is $5,000 a month. That means the desired situation will, no matter what, be achieved for the people who work with us. Okay, that is kind of the situation in my coaching program. Let's take my clients as an example. This is very important for you to understand if you want to start your agency. I'm assuming that is why you're watching this video. You want to get into online business. So these are my clients that I work with. Current situation is that they're making between 5 to 10K with their coaching business. They're chasing clients. They're a solopreneur. They just love to coach. They have a good product, but they're not getting consistent clients. So their desired situation is making 20K a month, let's say, with clients on autopilot, which gives them more time to focus on the things that they love, which is their coaching business. Okay, so the pain that they have is, as I said, they chase clients, don't know how to market, don't know how to use social media. They have no knowledge, no time to learn it since they're stuck with serving the clients that they have in their coaching business. And they do everything on their own. So the cure to this is that they pay me to free up their time so that they can do what they love, and they pay me to take care of client acquisition, which is the thing that I'm really good at, and my partner Jeppe is really good at. And they especially pay me because we work on performance, which means that there's no cure, no pay, which means that their desired situation will be achieved. And if the desired situation will not be achieved, then they don't have to pay me because then I didn't do a good enough job. So again, just to boil it kind of like into very, very simple things, is that you want to solve big problems because that is where the big deals are. So you want to, and the main problems that any business owner have, I don't care if you're an IPGA agency, SMMA, creative agency, whatever, is that they're not making enough money. So try to find a service and an offer that solves the main problem, which is generating people more money. That is why people pay you. They believe that by investing into you, you will they believe that by investing into you, you will make them more money. That is the simple reason. They don't invest into you because you have some cool content you can deliver, or write some good emails, or set up some paid ads. They believe that the investment into you will be a good investment so that they can make their money back and more. Very, very important. That is the number one thing. Have a good service. Okay. Have something that people want to pay for. And that is very, very, very simple. Then, number two, I realized that everything in life and everything in business comes down to how good you are at communicating. So, I realized that everything I do is communication. This YouTube video is communication. It is me talking and explaining the things that I learned from 2023, boiling it down so that you hopefully understand it so that you can do the same and hopefully you learn something. Hiring and managing people is communication. How I communicate to my 12 full-time employees, how I communicate with my partner Jeppe, how I communicate with freelancers, contractors, and students. Everything is just communication. And again, coaching students, communication. How good am I at taking the knowledge and the paradigm and everything that I know about the Make Money Online growth agency, these things, and then transferring that to the students through coaching, video material, weekly group calls, etc. So, and also, of course, acquiring clients. It's communication. How good are you at presenting yourself as the solution to their main problem? How good are you at getting in contact with them? How good are you at outreach? Everything is communication. So, and everything outside of business is also communication. Your job, your school, the friends that you have, dating and family. Everything is communication. So instead of focusing on money, focus on communication in client acquisition. And that is the thing that we'll focus on now. Focus on communication, client acquisition, since that is the main thing that will make you money. Okay, so the communication aspect of you getting clients, that is the main thing. Because the huge problem that I see in the industry right now is that many people simply just follow an outreach or a sales script. I get a ton of messages like these. I see people searching for it, giving it away as freebies, just like a script. You have to understand that a script doesn't work, because what people do is that they send the same auto-generated messages over and over again, expecting people to have a reaction, expecting people to be interested. They ask the exact same questions on their sales calls, thinking that the client will automatically buy. Well, I'm going to tell you that's not how it works. So you have to understand, in communication and client acquisition, we have to understand what it takes and what happens when we acquire a customer, because that is our whole goal with client acquisition. It is to acquire a customer, and what happens if we acquire a customer. So let's boil down the chain again. A customer has a problem. They trust you can solve their problem. They pay you. Just like the thing that we went through in the service delivery with the current situation, desired situation, pain, problem, pay money to solve it. Okay. So let's see. The main word you want to focus on in this chain is trust. Because a customer has a problem, they trust you can solve the problem, they pay you. What? And the main thing is just trust. Okay. The main thing is just the client trust you, because you'll only pay people who you trust. You will never transfer money to a person or a company that seems fishy, or a person that you do not know, a stranger, right? So your main concern when doing outreach shouldn't be how to book a meeting, and your main concern when selling shouldn't be getting the potential client to pay. Your main concern and objective and goal should be, how can I build trust? And once you start seeing outreach and sales and communication and these things as a trust building process, it becomes so much easier, because then you'll transform your mind from how can I get this meeting, how can I get this close, to how can I make this person believe that I'm the right fit to solve this problem? How can they trust me? Okay, so I wanted to give you a few tips and tricks in your client acquisition so that you know exactly what to do. Okay, here's how. Don't pitch up front when you're doing outreach. Give value to the potential client through a tip or trick on how they can better their business. Of course, the value depends on your offer. So if your offer is more meetings, well, then give the client a tip on how to book meetings, because then you'll plant the seed inside of the client's head that, hey, it's actually possible to book meetings on autopilot through social media, but they have no idea how. So now they got aware of their problem, and they will probably pay you because you were the person that highlighted for them. Okay. Don't sell right away. Like, ask genuine, interested question about your prospect's business situation. Because there's one thing that people love to talk about, and that is themselves. So get people talking. That is important. The people that we talk to, spend a lot of time with, we naturally kind of start trusting them. Please fix your social media profile so that people would actually think that you're a real person. So what you want to do is that you want to create valuable content, share tips and tricks on your stories, and have a cool link in bio. So if you work with mindset coaches, then your content and your profile should be built around mindset coaches, and bringing like creating valuable content for mindset coaches. Because if you message a mindset coach, then they will see, hey, who is this guy messaging me? Then they'll go to your profile, and your profile will literally just be value, overload value for this mindset coach, and they will of course get back to you. Focus on getting a great case study. If your prospect can see that your service and product has worked for other people, they will naturally believe that it will work for them too. That is how we as human people function. Oh, this guy did it, then I can do it too. That is a conviction because someone else has done it. So being in the same boat, this one is very important, as your prospect always increases trust. And that is why I love performance fees. Obviously, it depends on the client and their foundation. And what I mean by that is, if you stumble upon a client who got amazing foundation, they have an amazing product, a good follower amount, good engagement, good proof of concept, then of course you want to do a performance fee, because you know exactly how you can scale this product. Whereas if you meet a client where you don't fully believe in the product or service, then of course you want to focus on getting a higher monthly retainer. So please, if one takeaway from number 2 section here, flip your mindset when it comes to outreach and sales, focus on trust, and you'll naturally get more replies, which leads to more positive responses, which leads to meetings, and in the end, clients. Okay, very important. Focus on trust when doing outreach and client acquisition. Focus on becoming really, really good at communication. how you speak, how you listen, the things you say, how you frame it, these things. Okay. Number three, I'll make this one short because it's not that relevant for you watching this video. You're probably looking to get started in business or at least like scale your current business. So I'll take it pretty fast through this one, okay? But it's been one of the main drivers from me, like going from my own to 12 full-time people. It's like it's 12 people working on my business, every single day, every single week, every single month, putting in hours to better my company, my values, my educational company, my agency, my high ticket creative agency, whatever it is. Okay, because what you have to understand is your company will only grow to the extent of the quality of your team. So if you have a shitty team, your company won't grow. If you have the best team in the world, your company will become the best company in the world. Of course, if you as a leader take the right decisions. So hiring the right talent is essential when scaling your business. For most of you, again, as I said, it's not that relevant yet, but hopefully it will come. So I'll make this short and sweet. Here's what to look for when hiring people and what I've done. And this is not the right form, like this is not the perfect formula, but this is what I've done and it's worked. Okay. What I've done is that me and Jeppe always looks at the mentality and the work ethic over the skills and previous experience, because we know for a fact that we can teach our team members everything that they need to know in order to perform in the position that we are looking for, just by them having the right mentality, the work ethic, they're willing to learn. We can teach them anything. So lead by example. Don't expect your team to give 100% unless you're giving 110%. Be the first one up, be the last person to go to bed. Always lead by example. Do more, be proactive, answer, respond. It is very, very important. Also, pay your team what they're worth. It's always a good investment. A players typically cost more money because they are so much better and they deliver so much better results and bring your business more money. So it's always a good investment. And pay them on time. Give them also the things that they need in order to perform. Okay, if you have a sales guy and he's struggling, it's not his fault. It's because you didn't give him the tools, coaching, and the things that he needed in order to excel in your business. Take 110% accountability. Also, what you want to do for your company is that you want to establish a vision, mission, and an ultimate goal. And then you want to find team members who align with these things. That is very important because you have to understand that you have to create a company where people would rather work for you than for themselves or for someone else. So, how the hell do you do that? Well, try to follow this list, and then people will probably stick around, especially if you pay them what they're worth, you give them good conditions to work under, and they also align with your ultimate goals. So all of my people that I've hired, they want to build the best educational company in the world and change as many people's lives for the better as possible. And that is why they every day they show up to sales calls or meetings or coaching calls, and all they want to do is make sure that the people that have trusted us inside of the coaching business, they succeed, because that is the ultimate vision for the coaching company, for example, short form society. Last one, very important: be quick to let go of employees who aren't a good fit. You can't make the perfect hire every time. You have to understand that whenever a person comes on and it isn't the right fit, well, then make sure to be quick to let them go. Your team will only be as strong as the weakest link. And all of the points above also applies to freelancers, virtual assistants, and part-time people, not just full-time people. So, last point, which is success is pain, suffering, and sacrifices. Very simple. I know you don't want to hear it. You think it's easy to go out and start your online business. You think it will happen very, very fast. It won't. Like, you have to put in pain, suffering, and sacrifices for a long enough period of time to achieve success. So most of the things that drives the needle within your business is something that is out of your comfort zone. That is very important to understand. It is exactly like this for me as well. The things that drive my business is something that I'm not used to doing and something that is out of my comfort zone. Okay, let's take you as an example. Doing outreach is extremely tough. Sales is hard, and you feel an imposter syndrome when you're about to deliver the service that you promised the client for the very first time. And tasks like those above, they hurt to do because you as a person haven't done them before, or done them enough times. And it is the exact same feeling as going to the gym for the first time or approaching the cute girl at the club. That's just how it is. When we haven't tried things before, we feel uncomfortable. And all of these tasks that I just mentioned to you is tasks and things that I like to call evolving pain. It means that they are painful to do, but they don't hurt you. It's not like putting your hand on a burning hot stove. That is pain. Whereas this, it hurts to do outreach, but it benefits you. Okay. And actually, by doing them and taking the leap of faith and doing them over and over again, you grow as a person and you grow as a business owner. Because outreach is very, very hard to do. You do everything else except for outreach because you hate doing outreach. And you hate doing outreach because it's painful, because it's hard, because it's uncertain. What if I send this message and they don't like the message? What if this person replies and I don't know the answer? Oh, I should probably not send the message. Okay, so hey, but you have to understand, by doing more outreach, your chances of meetings increases. By taking meetings, your sales and communication skills increases. And by delivering your service to the prospect you just closed, your imposter syndrome will disappear. And the next client you sign will be 10 times easier due to the case study and the belief in your service. And that is why I feel bad every time a client or a potential student leaves the sales call without having purchased. It is because I know for a fact that I could have helped that person. Because I've helped more than 200 people over the last year, I know exactly what it takes because I've done it over and over and over and over again. And I know for a fact that I could have helped that client who were on the sales call who didn't buy my growth stack agency service or the high ticket content, because I know for a fact that I could have helped them after I have generated millions of dollars in revenue for my own business and old and current clients. So, the more painful task you do, the more success you'll see. Sounds very boring, sounds very tough, but it's very, very true. If you can show up and do the most painful stuff and tasks in your business on a day to day basis, you will naturally grow. And that is it. That is the document I created where I mind dumped every single thing that I learned in 2023 and what actually made me more than 660K US dollars in the last 12 months, the year 2023. So hopefully you can just copy me. I hope you learned something. Um, I enjoyed making this video. It was very raw. I just sat down, recorded this bad boy, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or feedback for me, please leave it in the comments. I always read every single one of them, and I appreciate all the love and support. Feel free to subscribe if you're new here, or you can also like the video. I feel like a YouTuber when saying all of these things. It's pretty cool. If you want to work with me and my team, just click the link in the bio, and yeah, then I wish you a very, very good day. I enjoyed making this video. I think that is it. Check out the link in bio for all details. And then until next time, take care.